Hey, what's up, guys? This is the formation we're gonna run with tomorrow. It's back five, as you see, a three in the middle, and we're playing with two nines tomorrow. These are assigned lineups. We have Carson in goal. We have Will as a two, with Jake central defender, center back, and Dylan as the left center back. As a holding mid, it's Addison in there with attacking mids, which is gonna be Max and Aiden. We have Hayden and Hannibal playing the wing backs, and I'm gonna explain that how you guys what your role is gonna be, and anyone else that plays in that position. Maybe Edrin, Cody, Gavin, um, Ryan, Carter. You guys may all end up playing those positions. I'll explain that. And then the nines are gonna start with Elliot and Rowan as the two nines. All right, and their roles are going to be the roles are going to be different for these guys as well. So in the build-up phase, this is how we're going to look. Okay, this is how we're going to look. So Jake, when you play this area, I want you to be outside of the box, body on a half turn, open hips, meaning open hips, so you can see forward. So when that happens, whether you hit whatever side you're on, Addison will check to the other side. All right. So just to create an angle where we can go. Sometimes it may have to be like a double. It's gonna look like a double pivot at times. Okay. So when we're building Hayden and Hannibal, you got in the buildup. If you need to come on short and help these guys out to collect the ball here and play like left back, right back, you can do so if the ball is near is on your side. If you need to. And the only way to tell if we need to or not, if there's pressure on this guy here and you're able to drop down here and get the ball. Okay, maybe not too close, but you can drop down a little bit. We can get that ball. That will help this guy shift over a little bit to help out. This guy goes here, and this guy can shift over a little bit. All right. So now this is only in the builder phase. If they are not going to press us, they sat back a lot. So if they sit back and one person is pressing, we'll go with that. You guys can go up here. These guys can take care of it. Okay. Now, as I said, that was only in the builder phase. All right. So now, once we get into the midfield third, you guys gonna play like natural wingers. Those guys are going to be playing those positions. Okay. Sorry. Let me bring something back up. Now, if we're struggling to work the if I doubt it because this did not happen because last time we played them we were able to build. Now this game wasn't recorded, but it was very easy for us to build out because the press were one and it worked out in our favor. So, but if they come with a different picture tomorrow, one of the nines, just one, maybe Rowan, we're gonna create a diamond here. If this guy drops, you can come short here and try to play like a false nine. Basically, we're still gonna have 1-9 who's gonna look to make runs in behind if need be. Okay, so if the ball is on this side and Elliott feels like dropping into this area to collect the ball, not too close to the 10, of course, you can do that, and the other 9 stays up. All right. Now once we get forward, it's the 7 and 11. You guys are gonna play like natural wingers. Okay, you guys are gonna play like natural wingers. So this will be a shape here. So for these guys here, the 2, the 4, and the 3, and Carson will need you to step out of your box a little bit to be like that sweeper keeper if need be. So when we're in the midfield third, and turn our attacking third or in our attacking third, that's how we're going to look. Okay, if there's space, okay, let's say Jake has the ball here. This guy can go here, that's fine. Collect that ball if need be. Okay, or if the ball is played, it depends on which side he plays. If everything is based on pressure. So if there's pressure on, excuse me. All right, so if there's pressure on this side, then on this side here, if there's pressure, and Jake needs to play this ball here, this person here can drop, and to release the pressure, if they follow, somebody else can open up for that space right here. Okay, but if there's no pressure and you have the space, Ball goes here. You have to attack as well if you're in these areas, okay? And if there are 2 attacks, the 5 can chip in. This guy's here. This guy tucks in. The weak side center back tucks in, and we're good if this guy's go ahead and attack. If the ball starts to shift his way over, and this far center back here has time, he can backpedal and open up, and Jake goes here, whoever else plays central, and we can play that ball if there's no pressure. Okay, now the 8, 10, and 11, you guys have the freedom to come in here. That will give this guy license to go up even higher to try to collect the ball if you're not getting the ball here because of pressure and what have you. That will have one of our 9s tuck in here, and as you see, we keep the same exact balance. Nothing really changes. Same thing. So that's the shaping. We did this a lot. We just have to be very clinical with the ball now, and we have to be a close proximity when we get here. Okay, we have to be at a really close proximity when we're attacking. Reason being, if we lose the ball, we're in close proximity to try to play. If we lose the ball, we have to attack the ball right away, and you have to leave your position and try to go in here as we all squeeze in. 2 or 3 on the ball to try to get the ball back. 5-second rules. Okay, 5-second rule. Try to get a ball back within 5 seconds or less. All right, so. Now, what we're looking for also some dynamic movement. So 7, once we get here, I want you guys to use your creativity. I want you guys to use your ideas to I want you guys to use ideas and be creative with it. Okay, so everyone is allowed to move. So if this guy drops here, I want this guy to go here. Okay, if this guy decides to go in, all right. If this guy decides to go in, the 9 goes here. This guy can go here, etc., etc. Okay, even without the ball. Even if this guy here, this guy, as long as we have the width, we're cool. So if this guy decides to go, you have to stay put here. But if you decide, if the ball is not on your side and you want to come in here, that's fine. We have to have this guy here go here. And the only way we can tell those things, if we check our shoulders, we scan the fields, we know exactly what's going on. Okay? Now, even if for some reason this guy here decides to get up and get into the attack, cover, same shape, you go on. Total freedom. Once we get to the attacking third, we have to build up with some, with discipline. Once we get into these areas here, we have to use our creativity. We have to use our dynamic movement, some give and goes, overlapping runs, underlapping runs, making runs behind. Once we get there, okay. Now, so that's that. So we just have to play brave. We have to be courageous with the ball, and try to create as many chances as possible. Again, let's create on these sides. Let's get some overlapping runs, some underlaps, some give and goes, making runs behind, especially when we get to these areas. Even if the ball is here or whatever, make a run in behind, and we get some crosses in. All right. Now, last time we played this team, we had there, I think it was 19 shots, 1 goal. Not good enough whatsoever. But if we continue to move this one, I trust all of you guys with the ball. Is the attitude after we lose the ball is what we are going to do to get that ball back. All right. We want to stay here. This is where we want to stay in their half. We do not want to play too much here. Want to continue to build up. Once we get here, want to keep it here. We lose it here, we get it back here. We'll continue to move the ball. All right. So tomorrow we'll talk more about the details. We'll talk more about the defensive side of it tomorrow. How we're going to defend their build up, because they like to build, but we're gonna force them to play. We're gonna make the field smaller for them. I'll explain. I'll go over that tomorrow. About a few minutes. Let's say about the last 10 minutes before kickoff. I'll explain that. We've done it before, but I just want to go over it. Okay, so that was the lineup. You guys have a good night, guys. All right, take care of your bodies. Sleep well. Please eat well, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay.